Hello friends, it's Cindy Brumbaugh from CindyLeeBDesigns.com, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today's card is a faux side step card. So you've got your steps here for your card, off to the side, and it is a cheater card because we are going to put this onto the back so we don't have to do any of that detailed cutting and scoring. However, if you look on some of my videos in my YouTube channel, you will see different center step and side step cards that you can do out of one sheet of paper. I walk you right through it. You'll see that it's easy to do, but this is even quicker and easier. So we're going to be using a new bundle that's in the Stampin' Up! January through June 2022 mini catalog. It's the Flowering Rain Boots bundle. It has this great, oh, I love this set. The watering can and the rain boots and posies and tulips and flower pots. I love the sentiments in here with the difference in the fonts, the cursive and the typeset there. I love that. And so you've got dies that are all messed up in my container that cut out all of these different images here, and then you can also die cut this, but I just fussy cut it. But here we have this stamp set, and if you get this bundle, there's also a new bundle with rainbows in it, and it has some beautiful celebration paper. Celebration happens in January and February of this year, 2022, and you can get a free gift with a $50 and also with $100 purchases. This Sunshine and Rainbows Designer Series paper in 6x6 pieces, 48 sheets, different designs here of rainbows and sunshines and clouds, and you can get this free with a $50 purchase. So I decided to use this really fun pattern here with rainbows and sunshine in the clouds, and it just went well with the rain boots. So I'm going to show you how super easy this is to do. So we're going to create that card base, and then we're just going to stamp and pop on some die cuts there. So the first piece that we are going to have is a 5.5 by 8 inch piece. So 5.5 by 8 inches. And we're just going to do some simple scoring here. We're going to bring out our Stampin' Trimmer tool that, we're just not going to look at the fact that it really needs cleaned up there. So we're going to take that 8 inch side. So remember, again, this was 5.5 by 8. We're going to take that 8 inch side, put it at the top, and we're going to score at 3. That's the cutting blade. Use this lighter gray one. We're going to do 3, and then we can pull our arm out on our trimmer, Stampin' Trimmer, and we're going to go over to 6. Go over to 6. We're going to score again with that light blade, and then we're going to go to 7. And of course, you can always turn and do it the opposite way and make, be different measurements. But if you're putting that 8 inch side in up along here, you're going to go 3, 6, 7. Okay. Oh, we might as well leave this out because the portion that is that focal point on the side, it is a 3 by 6, so 3 by 6. All these measurements are on the YouTube description underneath in the description, but also it says visit my blog here. If you press that link, it takes you over to CindyLeeBDesigns.com, and I have all the measurements, additional photos, all the products I use. So you're going to take this 3 inch by 6, and you're going to put that 6 inch side at the top, and you're going to go to 4 1/4 because that's the size of our envelope. So there we go. We're going to score at 4 1/4. And we have our scoring done and the 2 pieces that we need for this card. Now here, you're going to see these are our steps of this card. You just fold back those 2 1 inch sides, and then you score on this, fold up this score line, and you have got your steps for your card. See how easy that is to do? Now, because this is 1 inch, the piece that is going to go across here on the card where I'm going to stamp my sentiment is going to be 5 1/4 long, and the height of it, the width of it, is going to be 7/8. Okay, so I went ahead and already cut that, and that's going to go on this one. And let's go ahead and stamp the sentiment. So I chose to use Highland Heather because I love those purple boots. So we're going to open that up. We are going to ink up that sentiment, and it's so nice that this is photopolymer, so it's going to go on just wonderfully. Okay, we're going to put that all the way to the right side so that we have room for our sides panel to show off. So rain or shine, I'm here for you. There we go, and that's going to go on that first step there. So let's just not make too much of a mess here. We're going to put some glue on the back of that strip, which is 5 1/4 by 7/8, and we're going to put that right down on that section there, that 1-inch step there. Just trying to make it straight there. I love how that purple in the Highland Heather just looks so pretty against that pool party. Okay, so now we're just going to put our designer paper on this back here. And isn't that just cute? Because you see the rain boots, and then you see the clouds and the rain, and there are some sunshine and rainbows over on that one. So this piece here is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. So you're going to pop that right there. So let's just do that. Doing some quick glue works really quick. When I'm doing a lot of swaps or a lot of cards for, like when I was doing my Christmas cards or something like that, like just really quick. So we're just going to get a nice border around there, and we're putting in those beautiful, look at that, you got sunshine and rainbows. Okay, so there is our card base. Now we're just going to build up this panel here. This is going to fold over, and we're going to put the panel on the front here. Since this is 3 inches, this white is going to be 2 3/4. This is 4 1/4, so our white is going to be 4 inches. So 2 3/4 by 4, and I'm just going to put that on, and I can go ahead and just put glue across the whole surface because I just left like a white background. I thought the white really let everything else pop off of it. I tried putting designer series paper in there, and then it just seemed to me like it was too busy. So we're going to put this onto our card here. So I'm going to just go ahead and put some glue on this bottom section. Now just remember, there's only 1 inch to work with there. So don't get too gluey on your, So now let's just kind of get that flush with the bottom. And then I kind of looked over here and went 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, and then it was perfect there. Okay, and then we want to get that flush with the bottom of the card. Push that down there a little bit. And then just hold it in place for a second there so it adheres well. And then all you do is fold back this upper section here, and it's going to go right on here. And once again, you only have about a 1/2 inch here. So just put that right on there. You can also use tear and tape or your Stampin' Seal Plus for a really strong hold there on the card. So we'll just get that nice and stuck together there. And this is so easy to do a side step or a center step card when you're doing it this way and not having to, like I said, it's very easy to do the other ones, but you do have to kind of think and turn and measure. So now we're just going to build up this fun panel here. And I just used all these different images in the Flowering Rain Boots stamp set. And I just used some fun, bright colors. Got some daffodil and some Cajun craze for my terracotta pot. And I've got Highland Heather boots and Pear Pizzazz stems, and Flirty Flamingo tulips. So the first piece I'm going to do is I'm going to put down my boots. And I just went ahead and just kept everything flat on this card. I didn't pop anything up. It just was all flat. Okay, so I'm gonna put down my boot down almost to the bottom of the card because the tulips need some room. Now you'll notice when you stamp and die cut these tulip stems and leaves, you can put them behind the boots, but they really look cool when they're they look like they're coming out of the boots if you put them on the front of the boots. But you can also, I've seen people putting them behind the boots, but I think they look really cool when they're on the boots. So we're gonna put a little bit of glue. Got a little mess going on here. Just not enough room. Put some glue on just the edge of those tulips, because we're gonna put it, well, actually, no, we can put it the whole way on there because it's all going flat. So we're going to put those tulips right in the boots. So I really liked sticking I did make the card with I made another card with the tulip stems behind the boots, and I actually think it looks really cool when they're coming out of the boots. Okay, so this can get a little tricky because we want to be able to make sure we fit our tulips on there. But the nice thing about this is if you have to move this down a little bit and cover up, you have room there. The die itself and the stamp is very forgiving, so you can adjust it. So if you only have a certain portion of your card, like if you're limited on the space of your card, on the working space of your card, you could put this way at the top or you could bring it down. So I just want to make sure it's going to be on the actual card. So let's see, it's fitting within the confines of my panel. So there we go. We have our beautiful, look how pretty those colors are. When I originally made the card, I left it here, sent a picture to my daughter. What's missing? I don't know, Mom. And I said, okay, well, how about if I stick, and I had 2 pots on here and lots of flowers, and then she says 1 pot. I'm like, okay. So sometimes if you take a picture of a card, it looks totally different to you than when you're just staring at the card itself. So I decided to just put a pot right behind the boot to kind of ground it. Like the boots were just kind of flying in the white space, and so this pot really seemed to me to really ground the image, so it's not like floating on white. So once you had a little bit of depth with this pot going behind there, and some beautiful yellow flowers coming out of the pot, and they can go off there because it'll still fit in the card. And so you have a beautiful little card, all these bright cheery colors here, the flowering rain boots with the rain boots dies that cuts out all these images, and this really neat lattice here. I'm gonna have some fun with that. And look at this little hoe here, this little trowel. Is that a garden trowel or a hoe? No, the hoe is like that little spade thing, so the trowel. So I love that cute little thing. So isn't that a fun card? And you can also get as a free gift this beautiful Sunshine and Rainbows DSP during celebration. So January 4th is when the catalog goes live, 2022. So take a look at on my blog. I have the catalog online there for January 4th. You'll see that live there. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me at cindyleeb@gmail.com, or you can also text me 724-323-2296. Please don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions. I'd be happy to help you. Oh, I just realized we need to put a place to write our message, and that just goes right on the inside here, and that's going to be 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. And I didn't put any decoration in here yet, but you're going to be able to see that however I end up putting in here if you jump over to my blog. Just remember, visit my blog here, press that button under the YouTube description. It'll take you right over to cindyleebdesigns.com. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I like to post on Wednesdays a video, and if you subscribe to my blog, I usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and any other days I have some exciting news to tell you. Thanks for buzzing by, friends.